So the idea of knowing each other, we are going to spend next 5 days, and we will get to know more while during this learning process, okay? And if you could look at this inaugural program, there are 2 special events, as well as I need to tell about this capacity building program. If you see, while we are introducing ourselves, you have seen personnel from the subject matter areas, personnel from hardcore computer science like data and information, personnel from library as well, and personnel from extension services as well. When we thought of organizing this program, we wanted to accommodate only 30 participants, but we have received a good number of applications, more than 100. So we were in confusion, maybe whom to accommodate, whom not to accommodate. So then we set up a kind of selection process, thanks to my team members, knowledge sharing and innovation. And we set up a kind of guidelines. When we were thinking of these things, what we have done, we need to give 15 seats to in-house people and 15 to the external partners, because whatever we are developing, how we can use them or give an exposure to make our partners as well as in-house people to utilize these opportunities for bringing the efficiencies in their day-to-day practices as well as enhancing the traditional approaches to bring this modern scientific knowledge to the end users. When we say modern scientific knowledge, because most of us, we conduct various research programs, we generate different kind of information services like data, information, and knowledge services. But how do we execute that one? What kind of opportunities do we have? What kind of challenges do we see while executing these programs? That's what very, very important. In next 5 days, we are going to get to know what are the opportunities we have and how we are executing them in ICRISAT as well as some partner organizations whom we have here. And we do have resource persons both from abroad as well as India. They will share their experiences as well. In next 5 days, every day we have a plenary session. We will let you know in the morning what are we going to do on that particular day and how we are going to execute the proposed objectives or the goals. And every day evening we have a plenary, the feedback and assessment session at 4:30 to 5 o'clock. So we will understand what we learned on that particular day and also see whether we can improve further in future training programs. And in between the lectures as well as hands-on experiences, we have also accommodated our time to accommodate you and to share your experiences, how you are utilizing these tools and what are the challenges you are facing. So for every day there is a resource person, you please contact them, and if you are interested to share your experiences through a presentation, please register with them and you can make a presentation and share your experiences with the participants. That's how the program would be. And the end of the 5th day, we will also have a field visit to see how these things are happening on ground. Because when we are talking about the sharing agriculture knowledge, we always consider various stakeholders in the system, how we are bringing these research results to the stakeholders that include allied group as well as the smallholder farmers. Because when we deal with the allied groups, we don't see much challenges because these people can read, write, and also effort to equip some technologies and the contemporary information and communication technologies. But at the same time, we need to share this knowledge to the smallholder farmers. That's where we see the real challenges. How we are also satisfying their information and educational needs, what kind of technologies or innovative approaches we are using. We would also experience that one by visiting them and seeing the field experiences. That's how we designed the program. You are most welcome to ask any questions to me as well as my team here and also the resource persons. You have the booklet, all the names are there, okay? Thank you again for joining us because you came all the way from various places. And thank you, sir, for providing, as always, opportunities because our Director General and Deputy Director General, real driving force for planning all these things and executing that one. And with those initial guidelines, probably now we need to move on to that one, the next line, because I don't want to share everything. We have an opportunity. We can discuss about the subject matter because the time is too short now. So before I invite Dr. Padmaraju, Vice Chancellor of Acharya N. G. Ranga Agriculture University, because it's the same thing like maybe when I mentioned, we need to create an awareness. What are these opportunities? When they have some challenges at ANGRAU, when they have heard of these opportunities, they asked us to help them. So we have formulated some collaborative activities. Dr. Padmaraju proposed that one in university officers, and they have approved that one. We will be signing an agreement between ANGRAU and ICRISAT collaborative activities. Let's give a big hand to Dr. Padmaraju. And also, one more gentleman. Can you identify yourself, Veeranjanelu? He's so instrumental in making this possible and happening. Let's give a big hand. With that, I request Director General ICRISAT and VC to sign the agreement and witnessing all of you. I request Vice Chancellor to briefly explain what are these collaborative activities, how these things are happening.
Respected William Dar, all the delegates for this capacity building workshop, and my respected teacher, Devakar Garu, who taught me agronomy in Bapatla College. I feel it is his presence at this time in this historical moment. I consider it as auspicious, and I am really happy to enter an agreement with ICRISAT. Already we had an MOU with ICRISAT. This is only a formal for the second phase. Before really going to this MOU, I want to briefly inform you the collaborations we got with ICRISAT. Several of the staff members may not be knowing. We entered this type of agreement with ICRISAT in 1976. ICRISAT has sanctioned 4 professors. One is Professor of Soil Physics, Agronomy, Plant Breeding and Economics. And we had a system called, they used to nominate some students, especially African students, to our university, and we had a collaborative program. I think and also we had a visiting professor system. One Prihar and those people visited this place and they developed a collaborative program. De Datta, I think is our agronomy. Rajat Day was also here. And we had a lot of discussions with ICRISAT and developed several of these programs. I am really happy to sign this program. And at that time, we concentrated more on education, as you said, for our students. And that time it was the very, very beginning for Agriculture University. Just we started the postgraduate programs and PhD programs, and we interacted with ICRISAT. Now, today, I am happy we are signing in 4 aspects. We are going to work with ICRISAT. One major aspect I said virtual classroom, where I felt it is a very, very useful. Nowadays, things are fast changing and our students should be exposed, and it was impossible to share the knowledge and get the knowledge from all over the world sitting in Hyderabad. I had an opportunity to visit several of these institutes like Birla Institute of Technology, where it is operating here in same Hyderabad. They teach all their 4 campuses from here. They share their experiences. Some teachers were from the Pilani, some teachers are from this, some are from the Dubai. But the teacher is only one for all the 3 campuses. And best teacher is used. And also it will give an immense opportunity to our students to expose to the international systems, international agriculture, also some of the excellent workshops conducted in ICRISAT. And also we may get opportunity to expose outside the world. As far as our students is concerned, they are going to different directions. See, one they says lot of 90% will go to private industry, and remaining some will go to academic. Now they are moving to African countries also. Perhaps this type of the virtual classrooms will be highly useful to our students. And second, perhaps, is we are going to have several plant doctors. As you said, this is primarily an extension project. We will be very happy to have this program, and already this workshop is for plant doctors. And our agriculture university is one leader in our extension projects, and we are dealing with almost 30 million farm families. Entire USA, there are only 4 million farmers. Even in Andhra Pradesh, we had 3 times more than what American government. Of course, area-wise they are very high, but farmers-wise we had 13 millions, and their knowledge levels are low and is very difficult. Third is we want the future. We want to train our students, as he mentioned, how best we can go, and these issues and all those things, and future of our students are. See, we are getting good number of students are coming. They will be exposed to several of these things, how to compete in international and international level, how to prepare the projects, and how to adjust to the management skills, business skills, all these things. Perhaps we want to share with the ICRISAT. Finally, I want to say we want to have one scholarship program, and of course, I know we named it as Raghotam Reddy and Dar Fellowship, and give a big hand for Raghotam Reddy, because it is a centenary year for our Raghotam Reddy this year, because he worked as a Vice Chancellor of Acharya Engineering Agriculture University. He also donated almost 120 acres to our agriculture university, which cost around 5 crores now. And he introduced several innovative practices in our university, Ravia program, common examinations, several of these things innovative. So we felt his name is more fitting. I need not tell about William Dar, because when he joined, I still remember 9 years back, because I was closely associated with ICRISAT for almost 37 years, and he gave almost at a stage the financial, and I need not tell to all but at least some of the delegates coming from all over the world. It was a very, very bad shape, and everyone thought whether the ICRISAT will survive or it will be shifted, or so many things happened. I am really thankful to you, sir. You made the things sustain, and we're really thankful, not only for you, not only for the scientists of ICRISAT, for the world as a whole, because this institute is doing extremely well for arid and semi-arid tropics all over the world. That way, William Dar made it as such a good institution. Definitely, we'll live to your expectations, sir. Whatever you develop, we'll use. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Vice Chancellor. As you rightly pointed out, we may not be able to find even better name for the Student Scholarship Program. And actually, essentially what the Student Scholarship Program is, let me briefly tell you. ICRISAT have been hosting students from various parts of the world. How this is different than the other scholarship programs? Like, see, for example, if you see, in many cases, the graduate students, after finishing their coursework, they pursue the research work. They work on the academic projects. Of course, they are good, and they provide them an opportunity to learn how to conduct a training, how to do the research design and everything. But most of them are academic projects. But ICRISAT, under the leadership of Dr. Dhar, we also providing an opportunity to students after finishing their coursework. They come here, they closely work with the scientists, and they have an opportunity to work on the real-time projects, get a better exposure. So for example, I used to be a doctoral student here, and before I became the program leader. And Rojana Mola, can you identify yourself, Anna? She is the coordinator for Learning Systems Unit. She used to be a scholar here before she joined as a staff member. That shows like how ICRISAT making the competent individual. Our Director General also provide information whom we have produced, like the ministers, Director Generals, who actually worked here as a scholar or postdoctoral fellows, the kind of learning environment we provide here. So when Vice Chancellor proposed this one in University Officers Forum, and in that meeting, that's just the day before yesterday, they have agreed, and they are so happy to have this one. The most important thing is ANGRAU is providing complete funding for implementing and executing these activities. So with those initial information, I request our Director General, accompanied by Deputy Director General, please come here and launch the Student Scholarship Program. Vice Chancellor, please join in that one.
Where do we need to tap this one? We just tap it here.
Yeah, just click here. Taps. Here, in between. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. He has explained why we have named this one with these two individual renowned scientists' name. And with this one as an outset, we would like to provide opportunity for 15 students every year. I don't need to say more about our Director General because you all know how he brought ICRISAT, how he showed, how he brought a sinking ship into a sailing ship, and it's more strengthened.